Come with us now, if you dare, down a rickety staircase into a dank, dark basement. What awaits? The Saturday Night Freak Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Saturday Night Freak Show podcast, the movie review and talk show podcast that comes your way every Saturday, whether you're ready for it or not.
What is this?
This is a podcast.
What is this voice you're doing?
I don't know. I
was trying to psych him up. I'm trying to psych us up.
Just trying to inject some energy into this.
Verbally slap us.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Who are these people who are being verbally slapped?
Hi.
Sean.
Michaela.
And I'm Colin. And,
I slap you back, sir.
We want to remind you folks that we're coming into the silly season, that happiest time of the year, where we ask you to tell us what movies you would like us to watch in January. And so if you follow us on social media, and I guess we should tell them where they can find us on a Facebook.
Facebook.com/Saturday Night Freak Show.
Or on X.
@Sat Freak Show.
Or I suppose you can email us.
Email us.
Or your
Sure, you can email us. SaturdayFreakShow@yahoo.com.
We're on Instagram at Saturday Night Freak Show. You can go there. We've got a post where you can suggest the movies that we'll watch in January. Of course, we're going to have 2 weeks of, open suggestions and 1 week of voting.
Yep.
It's going to be a lightning round.
So your picks, folks.
So the top 4 vote-getting movies we will watch in the month of January.
Yes.
So choose wisely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Choose wisely. Game
And
of
if we've
system.
already watched it, we're not watching it again.
Yep.
Nope.
There you
No,
go.
yeah, the bylaws do not apply to you. They only apply to us.
Yes. Please only submit 4 movies max.
Please
Make
only
it
submit
easy,
4
yeah.
movies max.
Yes.
At some point, the list becomes unwieldy. But we
Yes.
welcome otherwise.
It's untenable.
Anything, you want us to take a look at.
Yeah,
So
suggest some weird shit. We're always down.
We've seen
hear
some
from you.
real gems in the past. We've also seen some real turds. So
Yeah,
if you
true.
can punish us, you can, delight us, whatever it calls
Last
you.
couple of years have been pretty nice.
I
You guys
know,
have been pretty
yeah.
nice to us.
Yeah.
So, we had some rough years there.
Speaking of the last couple of years, folks, today is the 13th anniversary of the Freak Show.
What?
Today.
And
Yes.
you know who was
Damn.
keeping an eye on that?
Oh, shit.
MF Mad. The keeper
of course he is.
Freak Show Wall of
Yes.
Fame.
13 years.
He knows more about us than we do.
God
Well, he
damn.
wanted to wish us, he says, happy podiversary. I can't express enough how grateful I am for your commitment to delivering the best movie review podcast in the galaxy.
Thank
Aw,
you.
thanks,
Thank you.
MF
Thank you
Man.
very
And
much.
thank you
Couldn't do it
for-
without you.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you for being a part
diligence.
of it. Yes.
Your hard work. Yeah.
And he
Indeed.
says, Igor, clap, clap, bring them the flowers.
Aw, sweet.
Igor, they're dead. What did you do?
I love it.
Yes. Wow,
But
13
tonight,
years.
we watched a movie that was chosen by.
Michaela, this is your Christmas pick.
It is my Christmas
Did
pick.
you pick a Christmas movie? I think you
I
did.
did.
I think you did. What do we watch tonight?
P2.
P2.
It's probably not the best name for a movie, but it also it's memorable.
works,
I
yeah.
mean, yeah.
I saw a movie called P once.
Did you?
Yeah, it was.
Just the letter P?
I think it was a Thai ghost story.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
P,
Okay.
So then you see P2, you're like, this is a sequel.
No.
No.
This is parking lot.
No,
too.
nobody's going to think that, Colin. Only you are going to think that. All right. From the year
2007.
2007. Okay, man.
Yeah, it looks like it.
2000 to 2010 really was a really wasn't it?
It looks more and more unique the further we get from it.
It
you
truly
know?
does. It has a look. Directed by.
Frank Calhoun.
Okay.
Do we know?
Not
Yes,
Calhoun.
from from the Maniac remake. He directed
Oh,
that.
he directed
Yes.
Maniac Remake?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
He also frequently collaborated with Alex Aja and his writing partner. The movie was written by a very young Alex Aja.
Okay.
Post High Tension, so coming off that, can you call it a high? It's it's coming off the buzz, I guess I should say, because we got talked about a
That's
lot,
fair.
one way or another. He's writing this with Greg Lavasser, who is his writing partner, and I feel like once you know that, everything about this movie makes sense.
It's like a movie that they wrote to do and then didn't do it. And then Frank Calhoun came along and did it. Like the entire creative crew on this worked on the Alex Aja movie.
Right.
Okay.
Hills Have Eyes, did that come out at this point?
That's close, wasn't it?
2006.
Or
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
six? Okay, so they made a splash with the French like extreme movie, right? And then they get recruited to Hollywood.
To do the American extreme movie, The Hills
Right,
Have
yeah.
Eyes.
Indeed.
And Frank comes with them. Frank, you remember, played Jimmy. Remember Jimmy in High Tension? He was the gas station attendant.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's old Frank.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Is it Frank or Frank?
Frank Bunks. Frank Egelhofer.
But yeah, so yeah, I think he's shown up. He's played, I think all of their movies in some way,
Okay.
shape, or form.
Yeah, it was High Tension, then Hills Have Eyes in 2006, then Mirrors was, I think, the next one he
Kiefer
directed.
Sutherland, yeah.
I forgot about Mirrors. Stay tuned for that on the Freak Show.
Yeah. Was it Piranha
You keep
3D?
threatening.
Yes.
Is that after that?
Yeah, and Horns. I forgot he did Horns.
Horns, yeah.
Ooh, that.
Well, that was a direct-to-video. I mean, maybe it came out in theaters.
It was in theater.
But it came,
It was in theaters.
And then he redeemed himself with Crawl.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Crawl is
Crawl's
Crawl's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I keep
Crawl's
thinking
good,
about
yeah.
what was
Crawl's
the
a good
one with the one about the miracle kid that he did. It was like, what are you doing? That was his. We said Dario Argento.
The
went to
Ninth
comedy.
Life of Louis Drax.
Yes.
That one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yikes, that
Wow.
looks really bad.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Sounds bad.
Mhm.
Yeah, what's his name? Jamie Dornan, I think, was in it. Is he? What? Okay, but then I don't even know what.
Oxygen. You remember that Netflix movie that came out like a couple years ago?
That was
2021. That was
Alex
Alex Ajah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Never Let Go, which is last year. Oh, that was that. Oh, that was that Halle
Oh,
Berry
that was the
movie
rope
with the
movie,
kids
the Halle
where they're
Berry
tied
rope
to the
movie.
rope.
Oh.
He did
Shit,
that?
I didn't know he directed
I
that.
didn't either.
Why did they not advertise that? I might have actually seen it. I might have actually watched it.
I
had
didn't see it
known that
was an
him.
Alex Ajah
Yeah.
movie. Yeah, again, I would have been more inclined to see
Yeah.
it. I heard it was pretty decent, from what I remember.
I don't
from
think he
a
wrote
review.
it.
a year
That's
ago.
why.
I think
yeah.
he's kind of settled into that.
Yeah, he directed
Interesting.
it, but someone else wrote it. Mm-hmm.
And Frank is, I think the Maniac remake, right,
Yes.
with Elijah Wood, which had a lot of buzz to it. And then, oh God, didn't he do? He did the Amityville, the one we were talking about,
The
theatrical
remake?
one. No, it wasn't the remake. It was the Amityville
The Awakening.
Awakening.
Yeah,
with Jennifer
2017.
Jason Leigh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, our star, was in the Ryan Reynolds Amityville Horror.
Yes.
So there's lots of Amityville connections.
Yeah, a lot of
to this
Amityville
universe.
connections. Who is our star? Who's in this movie?
Rachel Nichols.
Rachel Nichols. Who she's a working actress. She's just done everything.
Yeah, she's been in a lot of TV.
A lot
in
of
the past
TV.
10 to 15
yeah.
years.
A lot
but
of movies.
not someone I feel like you could pick out of a lineup, probably.
I wouldn't know her name if I was
Nope.
looking. I'd be like, oh,
Nope.
I know her. But that would
I
be it.
remembered her when we mentioned this last week. I was like, oh yeah, because I remember she had like a little, like kind of a brief. It felt like was Amityville the Amityville Horror remake was before this.
It's 2005. Yep.
Okay, so I remember like she made an impression in that movie as the babysitter.
Yeah,
And then-
God, I'm a terrible babysitter. Yeah, I remember that line.
Right. So this is kind of like a positioned as like a breakout role.
Right.
For
Not her
right?
as the green alien in the Star Trek.
Right, that came
which is
after.
what I remember
Yeah.
her from. Busting into the room.
And was she Scarlet in the G.I. Joe movie?
She was in the G.I. Joe movie. Yep.
I think she was.
She was also in Dumb and Dumber. But
Yeah. And then
Amityville Horror, Mr. Dramatic. She was in Shop Girl, The Woods, Alias
She
for
was in
about
Shop
17
Girl?
episodes. Yeah.
Literally any TV
Who
show
was
of the
she in
past
Shop
15
Girl?
years. she's on.
Trey's girlfriend, if that means anything to you.
Oh, the show or the movie?
The movie.
Oh, the movie.
Yeah,
Trey's
the
girlfriend.
Martin, not
Steve Martin movie
Steve
and
Martin
Claire
movie.
Danes?
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah, is it good?
I love that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Charlie Wilson. After P2 came Charlie Wilson's War, Them, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, Star Trek,
Really?
The Green Alien. She was Scarlet in Rise of Cobra. Blah, 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 blah. Criminal Minds, Conan the Barbarian.
She has
no.
she has a really good secret career, I guess.
Alex
no, I remember
Cross.
her in Conan the Barbarian.
I was
That
like, you've
really
named
good
so
movie.
many things that I've seen, and I don't remember.
Exactly.
any of
She
them at
doesn't
all.
register.
She
Right.
was like the female lead in Conan the Barbarian, right? With
Was she?
Jason Momoa.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rose McGowan, wasn't she like the bad
I never
guy
saw
in
that
It was
movie.
Never saw it.
terrible.
No, I
Nope.
didn't bother.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
No thanks.
All right, so-
again, a working
Good
actress.
for her.
still
She's
just
probably
working,
pretty
yeah.
loaded.
Well, this was
probably doing all right.
one of those parts that I guess you take, that is going to be physically grueling. A lot of these
It's a
horror
showcase
movies,
for whoever takes this role.
Yeah, right? And you're going to get, it's going to be rough, but you'll get jobs based on this movie.
You can show your wide range of acting abilities, and that'll get you a bunch of jobs.
Especially a lot of Alex Aja stuff. It kind of comes down to one or two people in a setting. It feels like the camera's going to be. You're going to be in every scene of the movie.
Yeah. What's the premise of this movie, and who is her co-star? Then, if there's only two people in the movie.
So Rachel Nichols is working late at. Do we even know what this company is?
Big firm.
Yeah, some big corporate job. Yeah, literally big firm. And her boss comes in and makes a comment about how he didn't mean to come on to her so hard after the Christmas party, and that makes some excuse about how they had the baby recently, and I was like, don't like how I'm reading between the lines.
This is them.
Yeah.
Him and his wife did.
Yeah. And he's just been lonely because of the baby, and
No, there's a lot of dialogue in this movie that I just feel the hatred and the anger rising up in you. There's a lot of it in this movie.
and just like the corporate setting makes it too real. You know, it's just like I got to go work in an office tomorrow after watching this now. And it's so you're immediately like, cool, this is uncomfortable already. This movie just started. And she's working late, and she gets locked in her parking garage at work at this big firm. And Wes Bentley notices.
She got
it's Christmas Eve.
She got a Santa costume. She's got big giant teddy bears.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
Christmas movie.
Yeah. In
So
New York.
Wes Bentley is the other.
He's the parking lot security
Wes
guard.
Bentley. Has he ever just played a decent dude? I'm sure he has.
I don't think so.
I mean,
somewhere
in
he
American
has.
Beauty, that was like.
But he's a weirdo.
He's a weirdo.
He's the beautiful weirdo.
He is cursed with a face that's suited for villainy.
A severe face. Yes,
What
suited for
about
villainy.
is he a bad person on Yellowstone?
Yeah, he's
Is he?
not a good
Okay.
dude. Yeah, and then he's in the Hunger Games with that fucking weird ass
the Hunger
beard.
Games. He's
and
a
everything,
fucking
which
little
fits him
bitch.
perfectly somehow, which I think he grows naturally.
I seem to remember him. There was one time. I think maybe it was before. When the hell was Ghost Rider? Remember the Nicholas Cage?
Like 2000, probably around this time.
Yeah, he was the bad guy. He was a demon in it. I'm like, he had that kind of goth, look. I'm like, that is good visual casting.
Was he a bad guy in Mission Impossible Fallout? Eric?
He's an asshole, if I remember. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recall.
He was in Interstellar, but I don't remember him.
Oh,
He was in Interstellar.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's a good guy in that. He's a jerk.
Is that the one?
He is. He's a jerk, but you understand why he's being a jerk because he's trying to, save people and explore planets and all that stuff. But yeah, no, he's a good guy in that one.
Yeah.
He was in Jonah Heck's previous episode. Don't remember that.
See, the bad guy in that?
Edelman Lusk. I don't know. I don't even remember who that character is in that.
Soul Survivors, if you remember that Eliza Dushku movie
yeah.
from 2001. He was in that. The Four Feathers. He was in Ghost Rider as Blackheart.
Blackheart.
Which was, before this. Same year as this, yep.
Yeah.
Two
of those, aren't there?
The Tomb. He was in Jonah Hex. Is he on? Are we putting him on the wall?
I was
They
like,
would put him on the wall, right?
Yeah.
Wait, no, we haven't done Ghost Rider.
No, we didn't do Ghost Rider. There will be Dragons after
Okay.
Underworld
I feel like he was in another
He was in Underworld: The Awakening. Oh, he's
Oh, that's right.
uncredited though.
Games, yeah.
I feel like he was in another aughts horror movie that we've done.
Love Letter After the Fall.
I can't recall.
Yeah.
I feel like he was. That doesesn't mean he was. I just
Yeah.
feel like he was.
Yeah.
So he's the parking attendant. Okay, so let's. Okay, so she. So how did? Because you sit there and you go like, okay, it's going to be a horror movie, and or a suspense thriller, let's say, made by horror movie people.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of gives you the idea that okay, when it gets violent, it's going to go horror movie violent.
Mm-hmm.
And
I was not expecting. I
And
forgot
it does.
that Aja was writer
Yeah,
and producer
yeah.
and all that. And
I
on this, so-
forgot who we were dealing with.
Yeah,
while we
I
were
did
watching it.
too. Until
And,
the
and then it got to a
boss
part. I was like,
scene.
oh, that's right.
The boss scene really reminded me of, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what are we saying? He's got a cruel streak,
Brutality. He is the French extremist streak
Yeah.
as a person, I feel like. And I mean, as a compliment, I think his work is great. But it is like there is a certain level of tension and uncomfortableness with how far he takes things in
Yes.
his movies for sure.
Yeah.
And it he does position it, and there's always a moral quandary with it too, feels like, right? So
Yeah.
this one they kind of put you in a fence sitting position when it comes to killing some people in this movie, which I think is interesting.
Indeed.
It also makes it more palatable a lot of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if it was just like a really nice guy, we'd be like, fuck.
It'd be too dark, yeah.
But it's like, well, he kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I don't like this, but he kind of sucked.
Yeah, you're right. You're just like, I don't like it.
I don't like it, but he wasn't great.
He didn't deserve to die.
Yeah.
In that way, too. It's we'll get to that, too.
That was intense.
Okay, so, but the whole, I guess, you're like, okay, horror movie takes place in a parking garage. So then the big question is, how are we going to, well, first, but even before you introduce your antagonist, how are you going to, you got to keep your lead character confined. So how do we confine her to the parking garage?
She goes to her car, which also nice detail of this movie is she's going to like her family Christmas after this, and she's kind of like the unreliable, like fringe relative that doesn't always show up.
She's the workaholic.
Yeah. And so she's
like, guys, I can't come. I'm working. I'm sorry. I'll be there next year. It's like, you said that last year.
But she made promises to like the kids in the family this time and stuff. So she has like bags and bags of Christmas stuff, the Santa suit that she's going to take with. So like, just another thing to have to manage in life is you got to get all this stuff with you while you're going through this. But
carrying a lot of shit is the worst thing.
It is. Yeah, but it just makes you so impatient too.
It's great how it does it too, because it's always like she's always taking all these bags somewhere, setting them down, trying to use the phone or something.
Yeah.
Then she's got to pick them all back up, move to the next place, and set them down, pick them all up.
I'm just like thoroughly annoyed for her while watching this.
And we're all in that anxious Christmas shopping time now. So we see that, we're just like, no, I know exactly how you feel. Lugging all this shit around, trying to get everything ready, trying to get to places. Yeah.
She goes to her car and it won't start. It won't turn over. So she goes to the security guard because the elevator's locked, right? She goes to try to use the elevator to go up to the ground floor so she can call a cab, and the elevator's locked. So she goes to the security guard. And then he
tries to help jump her car.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he presents himself as like, I'm going to help you out and all this. It's like, it's like you go. So the question is, how long before, we start to realize that something's off with this guy? And it was actually, well, I guess the hint.
The hint is that it's Wes Bentley.
Exactly.
The first shot of his eyeballs and eyebrows.
The first shot of him is the security guard. Like, well, she's fucked.
It's like, well, this is over. That's truly what it is. But there's also a lot of like little things before we lead up into that big moment where you're just like, oh, she's fucked. Because just the way he talks to her, he's condescending. He's like, thinks he's like, are you sure? Sometimes he's just, the cars, like when he's trying to help her.
Like,
but
she's being perfectly polite to him, but he keeps acting like she's not when she is.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. You should be more...
You should be thankful. And she was like, you're right. I should be. But like, she's just thanked him over and over again. He's just not listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get this, it's like, this whole attitude is like, who the fuck are you? You know nothing about me. Like, he's making a lot of like, well, you should not let this get to you. And again, be thankful also. It's like, who the fuck are you?
It's like, okay.
I'd have more of an attitude dealing with someone like this.
I'd be like, bro, it's Christmas Eve and I'm trapped at my work. I'm allowed to be fucking pissed about this. This sucks.
I know. She is remarkably polite.
Yes.
Yeah. And the whole thing is like, she knows it's not his fault, but also like, she can still be angry at shit because things are not going her way.
And he says something to the effect of like, I made dinner for 2 back in my office. If you want to join me, this is as she's trying to hurry her way out. And then he's like, I'm just kidding. And then he actually lets her out, like into the lobby of and it's like, okay, good luck. And we're like,
well, he knows how that's going to end.
Well, then I was, so the first time through, you're thinking like I was like the way he was like, I have to find the keys to get us out of here. I'm like, okay, so this guy killed the security guard.
Now, see, that's what I thought first off, because that's what it feels like. That he would. Because
he can't find them, and it's just because like his office is also, we say office, it's like an apartment. There's a full living room and like a kitchen.
I do like this because it's right in the middle of the parking structure.
Right,
but it's
I have
the center
never
of the
seen.
I've
never.
No, you're right. I've
They
never
have like
seen
a closet. Yeah,
I've never seen a security office in the middle of a parking
But I kind of
garage.
love it.
Yeah.
It's centralized in case some shit goes down. It's right there.
No, it's great if this would ever actually exist.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
It's huge too.
Yeah, and it's the idea, I guess, that he stays overnight, so that's why there's a couch. But you don't want your security guard sleeping. I don't know.
It's like a fireman setup.
I think it's supposed to be like he's the night guard.
Yeah.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she does go out in the lobby, and because I think another conceit of the movie is in this era of cell phones, you don't get service as soon as you hit the parking deck,
It's done.
Yep.
it cuts out. So she has to come up to the lobby to get service, and then she is able to call a cab, and so I'm like, okay, is this movie? Is there something else going on here? Is it going to be her and Wes Bentley teaming up against something else? It seems like she could get out. Cab pulls up. We're like, this is a short movie. But then what happens?
She tries to go out the front door when the cab gets there, and it's all locked. She's pushing the buttons, and nothing's working. So she has to try and tell the cab to wait so she can go back downstairs and get Wes Bentley to open the door. My God, the cardio in this movie. They're running up and down the stairs. They're like going all the levels of the parking
all her
garage.
shit.
Yeah. So she goes back down to the parking garage to find him, right?
Yeah, because she wants to get out through the actual garage door.
Yeah.
She's like, whatever, just let me out. She's trying to find a way. But she can't find it.
And I think at that point she gets down there, and then there starts to be, I think that the cab driver takes off
Yep.
Yeah.
because he's tired of waiting. And then like the lights start going out,
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
the lights go out. Yeah.
and she's stuck in a darkened parking garage.
And then she like trips over something and all of her packages go flying.
And when she gets up,
She uses her shitty little plastic phone to shine a light. And Wes Bentley's right behind her.
dun, dun, dun.
Most terrifying
with
face
that
to-
handy chloroform.
Yep.
Those eyebrows and that chloroform.
Yeah.
And he takes her.
I kind of feel like, well, this is early internet days, but I feel like if you order chloroform on the internet, that should probably automatically on the list, right? It should automatically be like, okay.
Where do you get
I was like,
chloroform?
it can't be easy to get chloroform.
It
Go to a
shouldn't be.
veterinarian or something.
It
I don't
shouldn't
know.
be.
You go to a veterinarian.
You have to register as a veteran. Okay. Anyway, so
Okay, that's a lot.
Colin knows a lot about this,
That's
apparently.
not Dexter. So
I was like, you're talking about M99.
Well, that was M99. That was
M99.
Sorry,
It's
okay.
very different.
Yeah.
so she wakes up groggy and confused, and what is her
changed.
situation?
She's in a different dress.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. That's the worst part.
This is one of my least favorite tropes in a movie.
Yeah.
Is when the kidnapper, killer, whatever, undresses them when they're unconscious and
Yeah.
puts them in something else. I fucking hate this.
What?
Because it's so disturbing.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
that's
really
why they do it.
violating. Yeah.
I know that's why they do it, but I hate it so much. It's so disturbing to think about.
Well, what's even worse is, I guess we don't know this at the time, right? Because she wakes up. They save this for a little while, but and it turns out there's a recording of while she was asleep
Yes.
that is played later. So yeah, it even cranks that up like another notch.
Because it shows you exactly what you're scared of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's
Every
wearing
time you get the goofy gas at a dentist's office.
Yeah, I was going to say that episode of Seinfeld touched on this. Yeah.
so she's chained to the table, and he's wearing a Santa suit, and he's just trying to cheer her up. So what's
He
his
has a
whole-
beautiful Christmas dinner set. I'm not going to lie. The table looked nice.
It was a great tablescape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his whole deal then? What's going on?
He seems obsessed with her.
Yeah.
But
he's
also in that
obsessed,
weird
he's
possessive
lonely.
incel way of
Yes.
I'm not I don't know. Like other men can't value you, otherwise you're ruined or something, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to help you and make your life better.
Yeah.
Right.
But you're mine.
And
Like,
I also see you for what you are. So she's not a slut. As he says throughout.
Like, you need me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He's inserting his importance.
Yeah.
Over
he keeps saying
her.
other men don't respect her and stuff like that
And
a
she
lot.
doesn't respect herself.
Yeah,
The-
yeah.
The dialogue in which because he's not a self-aware person, otherwise we don't have a movie. But
Right.
but all the dialogue he says, it's the most angering, frustrating. Like you want to grab him and punch him. It's like, do you not see what you are saying? But obviously they don't.
You don't,
And
yeah.
obviously they're doing that to
Yeah.
get that reaction out of you,
Yeah.
and they do it very well. Because I was very
It's-
angry at this character.
Yeah.
Especially because this character's too real. Like this is,
Right, and
I
that's
know
the
people
problem.
like this.
That's the problem.
You know, I had regular customers when I worked at Barnes & Noble that were just like this,
Yeah.
you know,
Very
like,
creepy.
ooh, and
This
like
is the idea that he never gets out, never goes anywhere, never does anything.
they are detached from reality,
Yeah.
but they also have a chip on their shoulder about it because they think the world has committed some slight against them, and
Yes. You
that's
do
a
that to
dangerous
me.
combination. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess, it's like, okay, so a lot of the stuff we just talked about, the movie does kind of like dole this out, but the idea we know in this early scene, I guess you're like, how much danger is she in? Does he want to kill her?
Right, because at first it just seems like he wants to have like a hostage date with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I assume it's going to end in his perfect date
Right.
ends in sex or
Right.
something. They fall in love. They become friends, maybe, But
That's the question that like I want asked in movies like this, or like I want to know, like I want her to be like, what do you want to happen tonight? Like what do you want? Where do you want this to go? What are you expecting tonight? Like I know it's not practical in this scenario to go that route, but those are the questions I want asked, because the whole movie I'm like, what was his end game?
Yeah.
Like if she hadn't run, if she hadn't tried to get away, which she should obviously, but like what would have happened?
well, that's a good
If
question.
she just like went along with it, what would have happened?
They get married the next day on Christmas. Is
The
what
reason that's relevant to this is because, like, it's one of those things where you could say, okay, maybe he didn't plan that far. He was banking 100% on they fall in love
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he does plan ahead on some other things. So it's like, okay, you're saying you can plan ahead for this, but you can't plan for contingencies in the event that this doesn't go your way.
Right. Like
know?
if she had just sat and like had this like dinner with him and just talked with him, would they have just like wrote it out, and would it have like been normal at some point? At what point did he snap? When we're watching this, at what point does he snap?
I think it's before this movie even starts. Like
Well,
I think
yeah.
he's already gone. Like
I think so too.
but there's the-
But what if she had played along with it?
but there are decisions to be made for that character as we go based on her reaction to what he's
Well,
doing.
a lot of it-
I think.
Does it seem like, it's like, she's trying to appease him to not make him angry. The idea that once he gets angry, then she's really in trouble, and so she's trying to not make him angry, I guess, initially. So but there is something during that dinner. I can't remember. She says like, what the fuck do you want? And he starts going like, that's not dinner time conversation.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I don't recall what it was, but she realizes that she's stuck here with this crazy dude, right? And
Because that's what they tell you. Like if you're ever in a situation similar to this, to stay calm and to like essentially pretend to go along with it.
yeah.
To keep them calm.
Yeah.
She
to-
even does the psychological thing of using his name a lot.
Oh, which that sets him off.
yeah, yeah, that has the adverse effect, but that is something you're allegedly supposed to do.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
but seeing how it backfired here.
Right.
he's like, I know you're trying to humanize me,
Yeah.
or trying to humanize you.
See, he knows
I know
enough
you're human.
psychology to be dangerous. That's what's fucked up too. Is he knows a little bit, you know, but
A little bit, but then the self-awareness is just out the
yeah,
window.
yeah.
I wondered if having his name called all the time, does that like imply some kind of institutional background or something like that? All we can really know about him is that
Yeah,
like,
we don't
he's a
know
fan
much.
of Elvis. There's a photo of him in an Elvis suit. Apparently he was an Elvis impersonator. We get a performance at one point.
Love it.
So it's practiced. He's been doing this for a while.
He has a lot of time on his hand, Colin. He works a night shift at a parking garage. That's it'd drive anyone crazy after a while, I imagine, you know?
But part of, I guess, in that scene, you're wondering like, okay, how much does he know about her really? Like, how much can she get away with?
Well, he
Feeding
seems
into
seemed to know quite a bit.
He seems to know a lot. He
everything.
knows
Yeah.
all of her family members' names.
Yeah.
But that comes out as a surprise, right? Like
Yeah.
his first, and I think she does actually, what do you want? She does ask a couple times,
Yeah.
but maybe not as direct as you're
Yeah, I don't
saying.
I don't think she like directly comes out and asks. I don't think.
No, I don't think so.
Well, like, what do you expect to have happen here tonight? But she does say, like, what do you want? I think a couple times, and he's like, I just want to have a dinner, have a
I
conversation.
just want to know where you're from. I
Yeah.
just want to know where you
yeah,
live.
maybe
Yeah, he
deflects
evades
it.
it
That's
a
it.
lot.
I just want to know where you're from. Yeah.
And
I think now that I think the moment he snaps is when she says she has a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Clearly he knows she doesn't.
and that's when we find out
So
he does.
he
actually
knows
know.
she's lying. So he keeps like asking her
Right.
questions.
That's when we get
knowing that she's
thing
lying.
That camera movement behind her, where you hear the low rumble, like
Yes.
behind the pile, the
Yes.
pillar earlier.
So okay, so
Yes,
he
that's
is obsessed with her. He has been watching her. He knows like her movements and whatever, and is planned for this very night. And I believe the next thing that happens when she realizes, and he's got a a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
He's got a junkyard dog.
Yeah.
Why does the security guard, the night shift parking lot guard, they're not even guarding the building, just the security or the parking lot, it seems like, has like 100-pound junkyard dog. Like,
to protect himself.
I guess.
I don't know.
But he's got a present for
a later scene, Michaela.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a later scene.
Which also, that reminded me of another movie. We'll get to it, but what was the next part?
what's the present that he has for
Oh.
He's gonna give her a gift on
Yes. Oh my
Christmas Eve.
God. So he takes her down to what, P4, right? Is this where?
Well, first he
Well, I think this is in the still on P2. And
yeah.
his
Okay.
office.
First he has a present for it's a videotape.
Is that the first one?
Well, yeah. But then
Thought the other present was the boss tied up in the chair.
this leads to
Yeah.
that.
Well,
Yeah, first it's the videotape. He has the footage of the incident in the elevator when her boss like tries to make he attacks her basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a nesting doll of trauma.
Yep.
First we get the video.
Yep.
And then the next one is like, oh, come with me.
But the thing I guess that he's upset about is that she excused it because the guy came to her and apologized. I thought it was an earnest apology, but you know, it's like that's what she's saying. He apologized, but Wes Bentley is like, I got something even better for you.
Yeah. This is maybe just a side effect of the movie, but her apologizing so much for that man's actions, even though she shouldn't be, but the fact that he's in that situation where she has to try and protect him.
Right.
It's also like just an interesting way to go about it because you don't want her to have to do that, but then he's making her do that just to save his life.
Do
It's
what?
a whole way to
She has to beg for her, like,
she has to beg for the
abuser's
life of the guy who
Yeah.
like came on to her
Yeah.
and everything, and like,
Yeah.
oh, he's a good guy and everything and all that, and that's just like an
he
adds
has
to
to
the
plead his
uncomfortables.
case. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah.
That whole scene, I was like, this makes my brain hurt because Wes Bentley's kind of right, but also
Right, that's the thing.
Yeah.
You're just like, all right, I agree with Wes Bentley, but also like, don't
Yeah, you don't
smush
need
the
to
dude.
yeah,
kill
yeah,
the guy.
it's a real mindfuck. This whole scene, and it
truly
goes back
is.
and forth. Like they
Well,
volley for a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He gives her like I guess he's got his baton and he drives her down to where he has the boss tied to a chair and is like, you're going to take this baton
when
and
they
you can
pulled
go
up, I
beat
thought-
the hell out of him.
Yeah.
I thought he was like slowly scooting to escape.
that's
I was just
on
like,
a
oh,
roller
he's
chair.
like, oh, he's so
Yeah.
close, but also his feet are duct taped to the
yeah,
thing, so he's
they
not.
are. Yeah,
So I thought he was just like slowly getting away. Which
I
thought
did
was
like
pretty
the
funny.
use of the rolly chair in
Yeah,
this
it
movie.
was fun. There's some unintentional comedy.
But Wes Bentley eventually decides, no, you know what? I shouldn't have you do this. This is my job. I need to teach this guy a lesson, so he'll never do this again. So Wes Bentley administers the beating.
Yes.
He
beat down.
does, and it's one of the. Ooh, yeah. This is where I was reminded of who made this movie, because that first hit to the side of the head, it's one of those things where you see it like start to well up and bleed, which is like because it makes it feel more real for some reason. You don't just see the aftermath; you see like it got hit and then
Yeah,
I think
it's good effects work.
yeah, it's good effects work.
it is, and he loves beating someone in the head with a blunt object.
Oh, yeah.
Like that scene in High Tension always sticks with me in the greenhouse with like
Yeah.
the barbed wire stick
Yeah.
or whatever. That was
That's what I was
Yeah.
reminded of during
Yeah.
this. Was,
Yeah.
Even though we're saying Frank Calhoun directed
Yeah.
this movie, sure, but you can feel the influence of the producer
Yes.
and the writer. You
Yeah.
know,
it's Aja flavored for
Yeah.
sure. Yes.
and so we think maybe that's it. Do we think
Yeah.
that's it? He beats
I
him
thought it was
senseless. The guy's bloodied, and then they're
No,
going to drive away.
I honestly thought.
No, I absolutely knew that wasn't it. They're in a car that's facing him. Of course it's not.
Well, see, I didn't know how far he was going to go at this point. I know he beat him with a flashlight and he's all blood and everything. I thought maybe they would leave and they would just be like, well, he'll just end up there and die. And then he'd like come back later as a savior or had called someone as to help or something or other.
Yeah.
So I wasn't completely expecting it at this point.
Like, that's not the style.
Boy, was I wrong.
That's not the style of whose movie we're
No,
watching.
that's very
Yep.
true.
But in the true French extreme style, he like bashes that guy, with the front
Rams
of the car.
him.
Right. Well, because they back up and they're just like, well, just leave it and everything.
They back up, but then they push him with the car in the rolling
Yeah.
chair slowly until he bounces against the concrete wall, and then they man, talk about French extreme. Like
Yeah,
in my
squish 'em.
mind, I'm like, this is one swoosh done. No, we're gonna back up and do this 3 times because we're gonna take it to the extreme.
The second time he like pops and his guts are out.
The first time his like got like a little hernia, and then the guts fully come out, and you see this guy's still alive. He's still
alive.
breathing, and then the way the rib cage cracks on the end there. Oh, he pops. He
was
literally
good.
pops.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
And the
brutal.
music crescendos through this whole thing. She's just in horror watching it. It's like, okay, now she's, in the company of Madman Killer at this
Yes.
point. And she does, I think, escape from the car, and he's got to clean up the mess. And he doesn't seem very concerned because he knows the whole place is locked down. Where
Right.
did
He's
she go?
cleaning up his leaning pallets over where the guy's body
he's moving
was.
a body,
Like,
putting pallets of the blood on the wall, doesn't show up. Yeah.
the random stack of pallets that he just like not stacked like flat on the ground, like propped up against the wall to cover the blood stains. Is
Right. And you look
that's
at
how
that.
that's how this guy's operating. Like
Right, and you look at that and you're just like, wait, how many pallets are there? Like, how many
Yeah.
times has he done this? And it's just like, well, there's only 2.
Well, was that when, you're saying, like, it's like childish, I guess,
Yeah.
You're
it is
totally not aware really of what, it is that, it's like you're covering blood stains with pallets. Somebody's going to find that at some point. But I think, isn't that where he delivers the line, like, Angela, where you at? Are you really trying to get me fired, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst thing that's going to happen to him.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's how these kind of. Have you ever worked with someone like this, Colin, where like their job is their whole life because that's just like kind of the only thing they have going on, and so they take it to
I
an
haven't.
extreme.
Not like,
okay,
not like that.
No.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Because a guy like this, the cops would get him if he survived all this stuff. And the cops would get him later, and he'd be like, "Look, if I promise not to do it again, like, you let me go." And be like, he would kind of make those excuses for it, not knowing the severity of smushing a guy against the wall.
Well, that's why you go, okay, like, has this guy been a killer for a while? I guess that went through my head. I was like, she's going to go back to the office. She's going to find out there were others or something. But the movie never really does go that way. It's like,
no, it
this
feels
is
like she was the tipping point for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
So her next thing is, I'm going to try in some way to contact the authorities.
As you
Yes.
should.
She goes back to his office and gets her cell phone. I think she has to dodge the dog, right?
Yes, she has to like climb on the counter to be out of reach of the dog's leash. Yep.
And then she tries to use the cell phone. She is able to call 911, but it slips out of her hands as she's like, well, I mean, I get the logic of it because we established, like, even if you're inside the gate, there's no cell phone service.
Especially in 2007. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
handcuffed.
But I do love that it is a hard line that, like, this gate is where the signal stops. If you get a foot outside of it, you're good.
Yeah. So she's reaching out there. She's handcuffed. Her hands are handcuffed. And she ends up dropping the phone. And then I think there's a little more cat and mouse that ends up with her in the trunk of the car. I don't recall exactly how he got her on this, right? There was a chase through the, because he comes looking for her with the dog.
Mm-hmm.
Right. She gets zapped at some point, doesn't she?
Eventually,
He
that's
used
how
a
he's
taser
gonna,
on her.
Oh, because she gets back in the,
In the office, he tasers her.
yeah.
Yep.
And so now that she's out, he's like, the cops are coming. Shit. And I think they show up at the
Gate. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he's ringing the buzzer a whole
Have we
bunch
done the water elevator yet? Is that after this or before
That's
this?
after this, I
Okay.
think.
Well, that's
A
what I'm
lot
wondering. I don't
happens
know.
in this
A
movie.
lot happens
For a
in this
movie
movie.
that takes place in a parking garage,
A lot happens.
Alex Aja knows how to take like a real high concept thing and bring every last drop out of it.
I
You
think
know?
the water thing happened before this.
Did
think
it?
it
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's talk
because
about
she
the water thing.
hides she gets into an elevator. She tries to call the cops there, but it's him.
Yeah.
on the
Yes,
other end.
Yeah.
that was diabolical because he does like a fake voice and goes
Yeah,
along
yes.
with it for a long time.
Yeah. The voice comes up. It's like, my name's Jeff.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
like, no.
I need
It's
the
him.
cops.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I just wanted to be friends. We're just going to have dinner together. And yeah.
And the idea of stopping the elevator between levels
That's good.
is a good idea.
Yeah.
And then just being like, I'm going to hit the emergency call button. But man,
I mean,
Wes Bentley's had
he's
too much
playing-
time on his hands,
yeah,
so
playing
he's
for
playing for everything. Yeah.
he's it's his home. But I mean, I was consistently like, I liked all the choices that she made.
Yeah. She
Yeah,
was a
she
smart
was-
final girl.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess that's the genre,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You know, the capable final girl versus the idiot monster, you know.
Yes.
But he ends up like flushing her out of the elevator with a fire hose.
Yes.
That fills the whole thing up. That was a pretty good set piece.
Yeah.
It strains believability, but I like it. But also, that shit would have just leaked out of that elevator.
Yeah, for sure.
Those things are not watertight.
I would love Mythbusters to do this. Mythbusters do this scene from P2. I want to see it, you know?
If for nothing else, I think they would think like, well, if a water pipe bursts in this building and it happens to be right over this elevator, we don't want people to drown.
How much can it hold, you know? Before,
It gets waist deep in this elevator. I'm just like, nah. But, you know,
this
what are you
is
going to do?
genius. You're combining elevator claustrophobia with like drowning fears.
Yeah.
It's like something I haven't seen before. Like I like that Alex
my dad would hate
kind
this.
of mixes these two things together like that.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, because I was always, when you think it just even like when they were coming up with the idea, it's like, did they have the elevator was something they designed around or that came up like, okay, what can we do? Well, she goes in an elevator.
Right.
And then, what do you have laying
'cause I'm
around
sure
that you can use?
Yeah.
Right, I'm sure they blocked it out like, all right, this is a parking structure. What do we have in here?
Yeah.
We have
Right.
fire hoses. We have elevators. We have stairs. What can we do with all of these things? Where can
And
we go?
of course, the fire axe, which will come
The fire
into
axe.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So she ends up tased and put into the trunk of her car while the cops are coming. And then the movie does what a lot of these do. They keep the tension up by switching to the perspective of the killer, right?
Yes.
It's like, because the tension is he going to get away with it as he has to try and wash the blood off, change his clothes, put everything away? Is he going to escape discovery?
There's always that moment where it's like, oh, some outside forces come in that they weren't expecting, interrupting what's going on. It's like, oh, I got to deal with this.
Yeah.
Get stow away the person you're trying to hide, and then have to deal with all this.
I always
So.
get so frustrated with in these situations when the cop shows up and they never see anything that they should be seeing. And it drives me fucking crazy.
Yep.
I mean,
I think it's more realistic that way, unfortunately.
No,
Cops
it's like
don't do-
I know it is.
Is there
It's just,
anything they
it's
should have
so
seen that you
frustrating.
saw in
It's
this?
just so frustrating.
I mean, it is.
some movies I think do it less. Like for this movie, it felt like there was nothing that they could have seen.
No, that's why it's so frustrating. Because it's like they show up, they like do their rounds throughout the parking garage. Like I get it. They're not actually like seeing anything, but it's so fucking frustrating.
I like that scene where Wes Bentley lets them in and they're like, hop in the back and we can take you down to, to your office. And he is like, you can see it on his face. He's like, shit, because he must know that if you get in the back of the cop car, like, you may not be getting out of that.
Yes. And I thought when that happened, I thought they'd play with that more.
Yeah,
Like they'd
I
pull
thought
up and
so.
they wouldn't let him out right off the bat. And we'd get some shots of him in the back, kind of panicking a little bit as, and like, oh yeah, I'll let you out. Like just a moment of it. We didn't get it. I'm surprised.
So maybe cop training. There you go. It's like when you there's one person, but there's a call that came from here. You might want to keep him in the back until you know
It
what's
felt
going
like
on.
the cops knew that. They're just like, yeah, hop in the back.
Yeah.
Just in case, because we heard a disturbance. Maybe this, But no.
But
Damn it.
she's kicking and screaming in the back of because she wakes up and they don't hear her. There's a frustrating moment where they drive right by the car.
Couple times.
And then she is able to get it with a tire iron. I think like she's
Yes.
able to open the trunk and runs out as they're driving out.
Yeah, this
close
Evil
call.
Dead moment where she's like, hand up through the trunk.
Yes. It's great.
But unfortunately, they don't hear her, and the cops leave. And there's Wes Bentley and
With
Roscoe.
the dog.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Rocky.
Rocky.
Yeah.
Bucky.
Is it?
It's Bucky.
Bucky the dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this, I was like, okay, because it's set up like a face-off, right? He's got the dog on the chain, and we're like, oh, shit. He's going to let that dog off the chain.
Yup.
What was he thinking was going to happen there, I wonder?
I don't know.
Because it's like, this dog's going to kill her.
Yeah.
I was like, she has a tire iron. So either you think your dog's invincible or you want your dog to kill her. Either way, this is just a bad idea.
Yeah.
But for his goal of like, we're going to be friends, like this seems like this is
And he did.
It's a bad idea.
And he kept saying he would never hurt her.
Yeah.
But then he just
And then you
released
repeatedly
the dog.
and he repeatedly hurts her,
Yes.
which is standard
That's
behavior.
Yes.
I'm not going to hurt you. I'm always going to hurt you. Like that's how that works. Yeah.
So
It's okay.
the dog, and this is because this is an Alex Aja movie, or a produced movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be some gnarly shit that goes on. So how does she deal with being chased by this dog?
She uses the tire iron to smash the window on a random car.
Another good decision.
Yeah. It jumps in the window, scooches all the way over to the corner opposite the window. The dog comes right in behind her. And this reminded me a lot of Don't Breathe, that scene in the third act where the dog goes in the trunk and comes through the back seats at them.
Yeah.
God, that is a terrifying scene. That's a Rottweiler and it's a tiny car in that movie too. And unfortunately, this dog gets brutally killed, and we see every second of it.
The
It's
crunch.
just awful.
And then
bone
when you
crunch.
think he's dead, he's not dead, and comes back, and she has to do it again.
I hate the hurt dog noises.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
It's
it.
so bad.
I hate it so much.
Well, it's
Yeah.
on you, Michaela.
I
It's
know.
an equal offender for smashing corporate dudes' heads and crunching dog skulls with a
Yeah.
tire
I
iron.
know,
Like stabs
man.
the dog, and like then she's moving it around. And you hear the
Yep. But the thing is,
Gross.
the dog has no autonomy in this situation. They're forced to be involved with this. The humans choose their actions. The dog does not.
I like when Wes Bentley shows up and he finds his dead dog.
And he's surprised that
Why would
Why would you?
Yeah.
Why would you
Yeah.
kill a defenseless
Yes.
animal?
defenseless.
I was like, that dog is not defenseless.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that dog wasn't to blame,
Yeah.
but not defenseless.
Yes.
No.
It's just those moments with that character. You're just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, it makes you hate that guy so much more.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so she is still at large in the parking
Yes.
deck.
Yep. I think she's making her way back to the main security office at this point.
Yeah.
This is where she grabs the axe and everything.
Mm-hmm.
At this, yeah.
So this leads to the
She's all bloody and everything, so she's leaving handprints on all the shit.
and it's
She's
the
going
poster image, right, of her with the axe
Yep.
crouched behind this. He's trying to figure out where she is, and that leads to she gets in the office. He comes to the office, right? Follows the handprints,
in. Yeah.
and then
Is this when she's in the closet and she has the like piece of her dress?
she tears her
decoitus?
dress.
Yeah, she tears
Oh,
it,
when,
yeah.
when she gets to the car rental
Yes,
place?
yeah.
Yeah, because she calls 911.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she calls 911 and she gets keys from the box.
Oh, she
Right.
Really smart
Oh,
move.
yeah, because
Yeah.
she's still got the the
Yeah,
tire iron.
she manages to call 911 and
Right.
gets keys from the box, and then she hides in the closet and with her little like dress piece sticking
Yes.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
Really
Oh yeah, because we wondered why she didn't stab this fucker in the face.
Yeah.
With the tire iron.
It was through the door handles. Yep.
Yeah.
right. She comes out and
blocked the
sprays
door.
him in the eyes.
But
Yep.
the thing about the 911 call that I was like, okay, so I've never lived in New York City, but the idea that 911 goes to an answering service, they're so busy, and so you're like waiting to
You're
talk
like on
to,
hold.
Yeah,
with
on
her.
yeah,
hold
yeah.
to 911 in an emergency.
Not just. I think it happens everywhere at a certain point.
I think they're recording as soon as you connect, though, even if you do. But just so you know, you can still just start talking. But the when Wes Bentley comes in there and he picks up, he sees the phone line there, and I think the 911 operator is finally connected.
Yeah.
He picks it up and listens, and it's like at that moment, does he know it's over? Like, does that change his game for the rest of the movie? Is then he like just angry and out to get her? Because he knows the cops are coming. They
Yeah.
are coming. They know,
Yeah, you do wonder at what point does he have to like get out of there? Because there's only so much you can. Because it's his job. That's where he works. There's only so much you can fuck up. Everything that's going on there. Like he's making a mess at a certain point. Like he's killing people in the basement. He's got her. I don't know.
because his objective still seems to be just to get her and
Right.
somehow, bring her back to the right.
Yeah,
And-
when is he trying to like cut his losses and just be done with it? I don't think does he get to that point?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he doesn't.
No,
No.
I don't think he does.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
No, he's
'Cause-
going no.
There's nothing else.
Right.
Yeah, this is it for
Like,
him.
there's
He has
nothing
nothing
else.
else. Yeah.
He's got nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be her or nothing. So he's gonna blow it all up.
So,
And I think he's in denial that there's going to be any bad
Yes.
outcome in this.
Right.
I
Right.
think he's just like I will get there.
Yeah.
yeah, I think
Yes.
that's it.
That's
He's
it,
like a
yeah.
psycho.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
That's it.
like 100%. Like, yeah. he's
Didn't
got
the
some
dancing
kinda-
to Elvis tell you he was a psycho,
Yeah.
Colin? That's the trademark
Yeah.
of these movies.
Is it?
Yeah,
This
he's
is-
gone.
He's going to have a dance to a very random song in an outfit, or lack of outfit. Remember, we talked about this at Dangerous Animals.
I mean, he was
Jai
just-
Corney did the same thing on
He
the
was
boat.
just a
True.
Santa. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He had the outfit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
this is how you say this guy's unhinged, and he's like ramping up to his peak of unhinged right now. He's getting
Performing
hyped for his
music
big
alone.
climax of unhinged.
I like to think I'm at my peak of unhinged.
You are.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, she does get the drop on him finally, and they were setting off the climax of the movie, right? I can't remember exactly what. She popped up behind him and hit him with something.
Well, she busts out of the thing and sprays him in the eyes.
that's what it was.
Yeah, and then locks him in with the tire iron.
Oh, yeah, she locks him into the office with the tire.
Yeah.
To try and break
And-
out of the.
And while he's trying to break out, she gets in a car because she took keys.
Right, she grabbed all the keys
She
from the
grabbed
box.
all
That's
the
good.
rental car keys and just started hitting the
Good.
like the alarm alert buttons
Yeah.
until she found one. So
Right.
Smart.
Again, she's making
Smart.
good decisions in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. So she's in a car and she's on her way out.
Pontiac's on fire.
Yes. Hey.
And what was he driving? Because that was a pretty good scene.
Yeah.
She's like gonna like go through the parking deck.
She's
ramps.
right. She's right there at the garage, like the garage door,
Yep.
about to like go through, and then he fucking T-bones her.
Yeah.
The fucking
And
Lincoln
stops her.
Continental or something.
Yes.
With a big old boat of a car.
Yeah.
Like a Buick. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there's at least like 10 feet of steel between you and anything else around you because it's so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, yeah. You are safe in this car.
Yes.
Everyone else is dead in this car
Well, that's
accident.
because then they end up like they're in a car chase, and then all of a sudden they end up like face to face. They're gonna play chicken.
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, your Sunfire is not gonna.
It's
go up
mostly
against-
plastic. You know, like
It's not gonna take his like '78 Buick. Like, no.
yeah.
Like, what was like? You just say fuck it at this point from her perspective.
I mean,
like,
truly,
why?
yeah.
You're
She's
just like
just
fuck
like-
it. Let's just go.
Yeah,
he
I mean,
said
truly.
like if she's remembering that he said he wouldn't hurt her. If he's how far he'll, I don't know.
No,
she's got a lot.
that's out the window.
Yeah, the fuck it is.
Yeah, I think
That's out the window.
yeah. By this point, that's,
I think she's just like, fuck it. One of us is gonna die now.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's me as long as it's over.
Yep.
I
Right.
think that's where she's at.
you're hoping his car doesn't launch over you and go right through the windshield.
But she
of
also
the
knows.
wheel and-
She also like
shoot
knows
the
that
face.
he's like a little bitch, and
Yeah.
he's probably,
He is a
probably
little
gonna.
bitch.
He
turn-
is
Yeah.
a little bitch.
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna go. He's gonna turn, and he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. She goes flying past. I thought there would be a big wreck. I guess there was because somehow she hits.
Yeah, this whole her getting past him is ruined by the fact that
She like nicks a column, and I think she hits the curb, and it
Yeah.
triggers
Just
the car
flips.
to flip.
Yeah.
which for as much as this car as we were watching the movie, for as much as this car flipped, like it didn't seem possible within the confines of a parking structure.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever been to a parking structure. Not a lot of room.
Pretty low ceilings. Yeah.
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 I can barely make a left turn to get to
Yeah.
a parking spot in these places.
But it was good that that they introduced the element even if you can't really do it. Like
Right.
The car chase in the third act of the
Yeah.
movie. I mean, a car chase, but there was
Those were stunt drivers doing that, though. It was nice to see a real movie really doing it, you know?
she took that corner like an ace. It's
Yeah. Truly did. So she is knocked. She is parked very nicely after this crash, and so she is unconscious behind the wheel. Maybe.
well,
The
because
horn's
the horn.
going off because her
Yeah.
head's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he has survived. And that's because he wasn't in a crash. He pulls up and he's like, okay. So he walks up to the car. She's unconscious. And he is like saying, yeah, let me help you. Like he's still like in that, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe, right? That is, you're right. He's like 100% like deluded the
Yeah.
whole way through the
Yeah,
thing.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, but it turns out she's just playing possum.
Yep. And,
Surprise!
and she has been using a nail file to try and undo her cuffs for the last 20 minutes at least. And she stabs him in the eye with it.
Yeah, we see it.
It's good.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, stab that motherfucker in the eye. And it's like it's one of those good ones too, where it looks like his eye is like open and it's got it in it. Where whenever they
real
cut to it,
gross.
it's
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
good.
It's a fast cut, but damn.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
right in
it's
the
solid.
eye. And then, because even after that, right, like, I guess that's is it the genius of the, like, Aja brutality, like, sequences? Like, it keeps amping itself up. Like, then she's, like, strangling him with what's it, the handcuff chain?
Yeah,
Handcuffs,
she
yep.
tries to No Country
Handcuffs.
for Old Men him.
Yeah.
And at some point, because he's got this thing, I think he did pull the nail file.
He did.
out of his
Yeah,
eye.
he did.
So he's got this big swollen
It's gross. It's bubbly.
eyelid.
Real
and
good.
he's like frozen in this look. And I was like, is that a fake head? Because, I mean, at some point, it was just like, you could pull that thing off, or I don't know what she's going to do.
No.
It was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But he passes out.
Yeah. She grabs all his keys,
Yep.
handcuffs him to the car.
Yeah. Gets her cuffs off, switches them to him. He's cuffed to the car.
Yep. All the while, this car that has been in a crash is leaking gasoline.
So we know it's leaking gasoline, so we know where the end is going. It's foreshadowed, right? But she's walking away.
You got to burn the house down at the end of the horror movie, Colin.
Yes, you do, Sean. Otherwise, you're not doing it right.
Yep.
God damn it, Frank Calhoun.
Calhoun.
Doing it right. So how do we get there? Because he's pleading with her. And I think as she's walking away, was it pity?
Oh, no, there's no pity.
No.
No,
Wait, what-
She's
anger.
walking away.
part?
When she's walking away, he calls her.
Then,
calls her
before that, because she doesn't
where she
kill him.
leaves him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she would, I mean,
Okay.
what, you're going to bash the fucker's head in, but she doesn't. And
Yeah.
She should. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so is she having pity for him right now? Because
No,
he's basically,
it's
I'm
not-
always alone.
I don't.
No,
I don't
no
think
pity.
it's. I don't think it's pity. I think it's the fact that she's fucking exhausted, and it's
And
not.
he's immobilized.
and it's
Okay,
not.
you got him.
It's
Yeah.
not her job to kill him.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
But
like
he
that's
is
not.
detained for, for whatever
Right.
that means.
To
in
show
this
Right.
one.
up and,
Yeah, like she's like the cops are coming. Like he's gonna go down.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to do anything.
Yeah.
But then he calls her a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And fucking hell, I'd do the same
She's
thing.
activated. Yeah. Don't blame her. Yeah.
I would do the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
love
she
that
becomes a fully realized person, and she's like, "Ooh, all right."
she takes his taser and
That he has tased her with many
Yes.
times.
Yep.
and
Yeah.
sets the gasoline trail on fire, and we get an explosion in this movie.
Yeah.
The car
but,
explodes.
I love the way that they do that because you see, like, he sees the fire
yes.
coming
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
and that idea that you can see your death coming.
Yeah.
And then I'm always like, okay, so how are these actors gonna, it's like, and his screams, I liked them because they
Yeah.
were believable. It was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're on fire.
Yeah, you get more
And
high
there's-
pitched than you ever thought you could.
Yeah, there was like movement in the body when it was on fire, so it looked like there was a person on fire.
Oh yeah, this feels like it was a setup for one shot where it's just
Yeah.
like, all right, this is going to engulf your legs, and that's as far as this shot will go. And then there was the turnaround, where just like, all right, we're going to light this dude up.
Yeah,
So
was solid.
yeah, it was solid. Yeah, it was good.
Then the car explodes.
Yeah.
As it
And
should.
he is cooked. And kind of like Michael Myers. Or, sorry, Ben
it
Tramer.
felt like it felt like Ben Tramer. That's the first thing that I was thinking, but that's just me.
He's just kind of immobilized there
Yes.
in the
Yeah,
burning
yeah.
car. So she got him. He's dead. He's not coming back for P3.
No, he's not. And she's walking down the street barefoot, wet, dirty, bloody, this white dress in December in Manhattan, and it looks
Yep.
like miserable.
What I kept thinking though is that she's walking down the sidewalk. I would be walking dead on to
In
those
the
fire
street?
trucks.
Yes.
Being
I'd
like,
be like,
you
hey,
stop for me.
Yes.
This is
Stop
what
for
you need
me.
to take care of.
Yes.
Me.
I'd be right in the middle of that goddamn street.
Take me away.
Right? I'm not walking on the sidewalk.
No.
Fuck
It does
that.
look miserable. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cold. She's wet, soaking,
Oh, my
bloody.
God.
And my first thought was like, when they get her to the hospital, do they give her a shower first?
Well,
I hope so.
so I thought actually that maybe that's what they were like. So the fire triggers the building's shower
Yeah.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The sprinklers. Yeah.
Which is so means it's like she's getting soaked before she's
Again.
going to go out into
right.
the-
I'm like,
Yep.
she is like
She's getting hypothermia,
No,
Yeah.
they're gonna have to
frozen
do.
to the
They're gonna
bone.
have to wrap her in like
The aluminum
warm
blankets,
saline
yeah,
and
yeah.
like the
Yeah.
whole. Yeah, they're gonna have to do all that,
The
bring her
trauma
body
blanket?
temperature. They're gonna
Yeah.
have to do all that
I'm
first.
like, they're gonna have to put her in a hot shower as soon as she gets to the hospital.
They'll do warm up her body first, find any wounds and fix them, and then I think send her to the shower.
Dude.
I think.
Yeah.
But I would not want to leave a hot bath for the next week.
Yeah,
After
seriously. And so this movie was filmed, we talked about it before we were recording, over 2 months from August to like early October in Toronto in a real parking
Where it's
garage.
colder.
At nights for 2 months. So like, but even in August, even if it wasn't cold or miserable, but it was humid as fuck in there, and it was
Yeah.
just no matter what, there's no ideal weather conditions for a parking garage. All of it is bad.
Like it's
and it is dirty. Like a real
parking garage is always miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, take it from people who were caught in a parking garage for like a fucking hour at one point.
Yes. Yes.
It's miserable.
And that wasn't even like a really bad one.
No, that was a mild one.
That was
And
a
it was
mild
still-
one.
Best
we all
case
lost our
scenario of
minds.
getting stuck in a fucking garage, and it took forever.
It did take forever.
Oh,
But I wonder, because then it's like hard to control, for a
Right.
movie if you're trying to do all these effects and you've got someone running around basically in this like very slim dress.
yeah.
There was one point where she was wet, laying under a car on the ground in a parking garage. Like
Yeah.
everything is sticking to you. Ugh,
Yeah.
so gross.
Grueling.
Yes,
It
I hope
looks
she got
like
paid a lot of
went through
money.
the ring, yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
hopefully, yeah. Or it's like, well, if I do this, stardom awaits. Did it? Well, she got other stuff. I mean, we're happy that she, but nothing. I guess.
Seems to have a great career. So
Yeah.
Yeah. What is she on right now? You said TV shows or something.
she was
right?
on something I saw recently. Tell Me Lies or something. Some big show like that that's currently on.
So you get to do I don't have to do that thing I did early in my career again.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was the thing that that was the hardest thing I'm ever going to have to do. I wonder if this is the hardest thing she's ever going to have to do. I
I don't
hope.
know.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't get harder than this because this
Right.
seemed pretty. Whew,
Well, that's
stressful.
Brutal.
P2.
P2.
And now we're going to go around the room and tell you whether or not we would recommend that you watch it. I mean, you got to stay tuned because this is always a surprise. You never know what's going to happen in this exciting portion of the show. But first, we're going to answer some of your mail. Do we have to repeat how you can find us on the socials to follow along? On
Sure.
Facebook,
Well, it's Facebook.com/SaturdayNightFreakShow.
on X,
At Set Freak Show.
by email,
SaturdayFreakShow.yahoo.com.
and on Instagram at Saturday Night Freak Show. Oh, we probably should have summoned Igor.
I was watching the timer. I'm just like, if Colin does it right, I will clap for Igor at exactly 1 hour into this podcast, and then you fucked it up. God damn it.
Okay, well, we can call Igor. He still has to bring the mail back.
He does. We still have to call
All
him.
right, Igor, bring us the mail.
Masters, the mail. I've got the mail. So many letters. Our followers are rising.
Well, thank you, Igor.
Thanks, Igor.
Thanks, Igor.
He was all the way down on P4.
He
had to
was.
run
No, he
all
was
the
in
way
P5.
up. Yeah.
They didn't show us P5 in this movie.
I know.
He's a little winded.
How deep does it go? You know?
P20. I don't know.
That's a fucking bomb shelter.
I was like, I'd be terrified
Yeah.
to be parking down there.
Oh, there's Mongoloids in P20.
That's where the Chuds live.
Yeah.
We did get an email from MF Mad wishing us the happy potiversary.
Thank you,
We
thank
got
you.
one from the boy with the Jason tattoo who says, so I re-listened to your guys' episode on Black Christmas 1974 because I get to see it in a couple weeks.
Awesome.
First, the remake, which is my favorite, hands down, and is the best remake. And then the classic on Sunday.
Cool.
Black Christmas double feature.
Which remake didn't
I
they make
imagine
like
it's
twice?
the 2006. Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
It's
because
got to
when
be
was
the
the other one?
2006.
17?
17? Something.
Oh, I'm
horrible
curious.
one?
Which one, my
Yeah.
friend? Which
It's got to be
one?
the one with the cookies.
Yeah, the back cookies, backpack cookies. Yeah.
The what?
Well, we'll have to bring this. I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do it at some point. It's
Oh,
like 20
no.
years old at this
I
point.
know, yeah.
I know.
That movie came out on Christmas Day, and I went to see it on Christmas Day.
Did you see it,
Right.
Colonial Village?
That had Michelle
They had-
Trachtenberg.
that
Was that the one with
maybe.
Michelle
Yeah.
Trachtenberg and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it
forgot
was
about
Black
that one.
Xmas, technically,
Black
right?
Xmas.
Black Xmas,
Yeah.
and then they did the other Black Christmas.
Yeah.
Where they did burn down the house at the end of the movie.
That's true.
The other
Yeah,
Black
the
Christmas was 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Imogen
I
Poots
did.
one.
Imogen
Yeah.
Poots. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not like that
Well,
movie.
too bad,
But
because I
Isn't
like
it-
her, but it was
I
bad
like
career
her.
choice.
But yeah, that movie was
Isn't it crazy we've lived long enough to see the 2006 come around to being liked now?
Yeah, because it was not.
It was not up until recently, I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
But this cast
We
is
should do
crazy.
that one. We should
Yeah,
do
we
that
should.
one.
Michelle Trachtenberg, Mary Elizabeth Winstead, Lacey
Yep.
Chabert, Katie Cassidy.
Damn.
I know.
Yeah,
Got
we
a
should
pretty
do that
stacked
one.
cast, yeah.
All right. Well, next year.
We'll do it next Christmas.
So I'm
It'll be 20 years old.
or next
then,
week.
so.
I don't know.
So, about tonight's movie, P2,
P2.
Michael Whitaker writes in and says, I actually remember when this came out, I didn't realize it was Christmas themed. Hopefully it doesn't have too much of that mid-2000s stink on it.
Oh, it does.
Parking garages are inherently creepy. I don't know if that warrants a whole movie about them, though.
Oh, it does.
Why don't you like this stink? I like this stink.
I like the 2000s.
No, I understand the hesitancy
Yeah.
to
No,
of the stink.
sometimes it's very off-putting.
Because it was bad and Stay Alive was the bad stink. I
Yeah,
think. Like that
that's
was.
true.
There can be bad stink.
That's very true.
Yeah.
I just remember concrete in the 2000s. That was it.
Yeah.
Every set
Just-
was made of concrete.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Just barely. Yeah. Oh.
Mark Harrison writes in and wants to know where P2 ranks in your list of Christmas films.
Low.
I mean, it's on there just because I feel like I get tired of watching the same stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So it's nice to have a new one in the rotation.
No, that
I mean, there
perfect.
was a heavy amount of Christmas.
Yeah.
There was
There's lots of
Blue
Christmas music
we
in
got
it,
From,
yeah.
Yeah.
Elvis twice.
Yeah. Not saying it's bad, but just low.
Yeah. A couple weeks ago, we watched a movie called The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
We did.
And David Brown writes in and says, Argento was great in his early career, but like John Carpenter, his career went downhill in a big way. For Giallo, I tend to favor Mario Bava, whose work remained fairly consistent. Ooh,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah. That's a
I
good
get it.
guns are out.
That's
To me, they're
that's
like
a fair.
peanut butter and jelly, though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you can enjoy both together,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah. Bob,
They complement each other, is how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can eat them all.
Yeah, exactly.
You can eat them all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we thank each of you for writing in. Sincerely, we do. We appreciate it. Now we're going to go around the table and tell you what we thought of P2, starting with.
Holly, what did you think of P2?
It was a perfectly acceptable movie.
Yes.
It kept my attention.
Tell me more.
Yeah, it kept my attention. Solid suspense, good gore that I forgot was going to happen, and then when it happened, I was like, yes. I forgot, but here it is. Yeah, there was some. I would have liked some of the like holes of the psychology filled a little more, just to get a little more understanding of the character, Wes Bentley's character.
Of him, yeah.
I would have liked a little more information on him, just to put it all together a little more.
Yeah, a little bit.
And just like how he knew so much about her, maybe something else about that. I know he like watched on the cameras all the
Right,
time.
but how do you know all her family members'
Yeah,
names and
like
stuff?
did he have cameras like in her office? Like I would have liked a little more to that, but it also would have made a longer movie, and I don't necessarily want a longer movie. So I'm okay. I'm just like nitpicking. Yeah, not like a perfect movie or like, you know, oh my god, it's #1 Christmas horror movie, but it was good. I liked it. It was an acceptable movie. Gave me everything that I expected from the filmmakers who were involved in this, for sure. Got that extremism. So yeah, I recommend it. Colin, what do you think?
This is my second go around with it. I think I saw it when it came out. I saw it because I knew Ja was, because he was on that hot streak at that point in time. And I'm going to watch anything that this guy's associated with. That's tapered off, unfortunately, in the recent years. But then, and so I guess I was surprised by it the first time that I saw it, because it felt like it was a movie where the lead character was making all the right decisions. I mean, I really liked that.
Yeah.
And I guess that is still what kind of stands out about it. It's like she's smart. She does, what you would hope that she would do it doesn't contrive, she has to do this thing at this point and go save the cat, for something that's going to put her in jeopardy. She is making the decisions you want her to make. He's just, also like a capable psycho, that's coming after her. But I like that. I liked her performance. I think the movie asked a lot of her. And so maybe that's also increasing my, appreciation for the movie. Is like, I understand what she went through. And I do think, and it could be, the gore is something that probably would turn certain, because it's a thriller, right? I mean, you compare that to like Drop that came out this year, right? Or something like that. It's like, it's an effective thriller. If you like thrillers, you'll like it. However, it's got gratuitous, extreme moments of brutality, which I think distinguishes it in a way. It's like that is what makes it kind of like I said, there's some people who don't appreciate that will turn them off. But I think if you're listening to this show, it's like, then yeah, you should seek this one out because it gives it that spice. It is going to go. It's a movie for adults. It's like, but it has the zip. That
the tang.
I like that. I want that to be your DVD pull quote. Colin, like, it has the zip.
It has the zip. That's his line. And it has the zip.
Yeah, it has a finger point. It just naturally goes.
Right. You need. Yeah. There's got to be a hand movement with this.
I like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would recommend P2. You should check it out. Sean, what'd you think?
Yeah, I think I'm going to recommend it too. It's a solid movie. I've heard about this movie for years. I've always heard it was a pretty good movie. That's the consensus I've always heard. I think the performances of everybody, and it's not a large cast, but everybody who comes into this movie, I feel is doing a good job. I think the writing is done very well for Wes Bentley's character, because boy, is he just feels like gaslighting just the whole way, and I'm aggravated at the things, his perspective on everything that's going on, his lack of self-awareness. So I think the dynamic between the two main characters is very good, and it is punctuated very severely by this violence that we see that I was not expecting it to go this far. I mean, that dude does get smushed with a car and his guts pop out of him. I was surprised by that, but I did enjoy it. A very solid movie. It was good. I recommend it. I didn't know. I was at the very beginning of it, I was just like, ooh, oh man, I don't like this guy at all. And you're not supposed to, but I'm just like, is this going to stop me from liking this movie? How much I dislike this character? But then I think it moved on as it went, and yeah, that's a solid movie. That's good. I recommend. Michaela, take us home.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying. It's not doing anything particularly groundbreaking, but it's really good at what it does do, though. And sometimes if your concept is going to be more simple, you have to make sure all the other details are perfect. And I think this movie kind of does that. Like, I think that it's like, okay, the concept's going to be simple, but the performances will be great. The like contraptions and contrivances she gets caught in will be like weirdly inventive for how sparse the space is. Yeah. I think like I was saying, the nice thing about Aja is he takes these concepts and gets every last bit of tension or possibility out of them. And I think it takes a lot of talent to do that. I'll always watch what he does, even though, I agree, Colin, though it has dropped off recently. I didn't see Oxygen. I don't think anybody saw Oxygen because no one even knew it came out because it was a Netflix movie. But I did like Crawl a lot, and I felt like that was a return to form. And once again, that's a simple, like, that's very much girls trapped in a basement with gators.
Yeah, alligators in a house.
Yeah, exactly. So I just... you could make an Alex Aja Mad Lib generator where it's like woman trapped in X with X. And like that's, and I love it.
And you'd be like, ooh, that'd be good.
Because I'm pretty sure Oxygen is about someone in like hyperspace.
Is it Aaron Paul?
No, I think it's a lady that's a lead. And I think all of his have a women as leads pretty much. Okay. But I think she's like, they're in like hyper sleep chambers or whatever. They're going from one planet to another, and she wakes up before everyone else or something like that, and is running out of oxygen. I think is what that's about. But I haven't seen that. I don't know anybody that's seen that. Maybe I need to check it out. But pleasantly surprised. Definitely recommend it. It is a Christmas movie, and I feel like it's hard to find good Christmas movies like we talked about last week that aren't just like, what if Santa was bad? So
yeah, evil Santa.
Yeah, it worked really well for this one. I'm going to recommend it. I had a good time with it.
All right. Well, if I'm counting right, that's 4
I think so.
Recommends for P2. And that, of course, means that you're contractually obligated to watch it.
What happens if they don't? Do we ever discuss
voiding
that?
the contract.
So what happens if you void the contract?
The
probation.
Krampus.
Yeah.
What happens if you violate probation?
We'll deal with it then.
You get in the bag.
All right.
I don't plan ahead like Wes Bentley does.
All right. I'm just wondering if something like mystical is going to happen
Krampus.
to them.
Put some in the bag.
Ask Igor. He knows the details.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
He's the enforcer. I don't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I
So
don't
you just
deal
show
with any of
up
that stuff.
Okay.
I think he just haunts them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how severe the punishment is if you don't watch the movie that all 4 people have recommended.
I already have Igor haunting me. It's something
you do.
I wouldn't wish
that
on.
is yours for life.
I mean, we're not people for punishment. I think.
I
think
don't
it's
want
just
anything
like
bad to happen
the
to
mild
anybody.
inconvenience of having Igor follow you around
All the time. Yes. That's, okay. Very true. Very true.
He's just there, and it's like, oh, yeah.
Just reminding you of all. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's just irritating.
He's constantly there.
next week, we're going to watch a movie that's chosen by.
Colin,
Oh, shit, I'm up again.
you are again.
And it's before Christmas.
It is.
That
So
means
this would be
I'm-
your Christmas movie.
I feel like I'm obligated to pick a Christmas movie.
you don't have to.
I mean,
because I'm kind of leaning.
I feel like we're exhausting the options at this point.
I'm kind of leaning towards not a Christmas movie for.
I think I'm
mine.
going to pick a Christmas movie.
Okay,
Well,
that's fine.
It's a series that has already delved into the Halloween season, and then it also dips into Christmas, apparently, with the latest episode,
No.
which I have not seen, and you're all going to hate me. And yes, it is a Bad Santa movie, and it is called Terrifier 3. Next week on the Saturday Night Freak Show, it's apparently one of the most grisly movies ever created.
What did we do to deserve this?
Well, I'm curious, aren't you?
No.
not at all.
I watched the last
not
one.
even a
We're
little
gonna see how it goes in the continuing adventures of
Yeah,
Art the
I'm
Clown.
curious. God damn it.
On next week's episode, we hope you'll join us. And until then, ladies and germs, the